Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cuddyback, America's Best Bowstrings, Drake Non-Typical, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, and Realtree.
It's August 12th, and Grant and I snuck down to my farm and do a little quick velvet sit tonight, overlooking this big bean field. And there's already a couple bucks that have come out. A couple of them went back in the woods. It looks like they're stepping back out right now. And there's a little 8, or a solid 8 right over here. So this is Grant's first sit in Iowa, right? First velvet sit in Iowa. He's one of our interns this year, so he'll be spending the fall with me. So hopefully it doesn't disappoint. We came down here and checked some of the food plots, and the beans and the sorghum are starting to come up, so that's good. We got a good rain today. We're gonna get quiet now. The deer seem to be starting to move right now. I've been getting a 3-year-old right here that looks kind of like that. I think so, but I can't tell. That is him. That's him, dude. That's definitely him. He's got the long 4 on the right. Did it live up to expectations, Grant?
Yeah, for sure.
This is probably a better night than I expected. They just popped up right there. We saw some fawns and a doe coming out of the creek. Deer pretty much were moving nonstop since we got in the stand. And you can't ask for much more than that. What do you think we saw? 6, 7 bucks? Actually, probably more than that. Maybe 8 or 9 bucks. Some of them are a long ways away, but there's one, definitely a good one. It looked to be a good one. He's at the other end of the field, which is probably, I don't even know, 600 yards, something like that. So, but this won't be the last time we come down here. We've got another good week and a half of velvet filming left, so we're gonna try to get out as much as we can.
Then you go left and just travel the edge of that.
Alright, it's mid-August and we got a bunch of guys down here in southern Iowa for a little group filming outing. We're filming some velvet tonight. Did a little film school today, so always a good time getting together with all the guys, and hopefully a good time tonight seeing some big deer. I got Nate with me tonight. We're heading into a clover plot a few hundred yards away, so we're going to start the walk. Nate and I are all set up now. As you can probably tell, it's a hot one. But we're set up in a really cool looking spot. I'm not sure how great it's going to be for velvet filming tonight. It's a big clover plot. And I'd probably rather be on soybeans right now. It's mid-August, and I know they're hitting the beans hard, but hopefully get something come out in this plot. This plot was mowed about a month ago, and it looks great. It looks like an awesome early October spot. We'll just have to see how the deer move in this heat and hopefully they want to come. There's a lot of food around, so hopefully we're in the right spot. What a good night to be in a stand. This little clover plot produced some pretty good action. Say we saw 10 to 12 deer maybe, including that first buck, just a really old, just a cool deer. Still got a bunch of deer in the plot, but we're running out of light, so we're gonna get down pretty soon, but a fun night to be in the stand for sure. Stand back looks good. Just heading out to the bean or the corn right there. Well, as you can see, Nate and Grant and I are out playing in the rain today. We're down at my farm, checking some cameras, just checking things out. We've gotten a decent amount of rain, so I wanted to come and see how the food plots are doing, and I'm overall pretty happy with it. The beans are coming up, the sorghum's coming up, and the most recently planted turnip plots are coming up too, the big and beastie. So everything's shaping up pretty good. We're getting more rain right now. I'm really hoping that's gonna make everything really pop. On the cameras, it's been a pretty solid card pull so far. We've got a few cameras left. There's one buck in particular I'm hoping to get on these next. We have 4 cameras left to pull. There's a big frame 10 that we've been getting this summer, and I'm hoping get some more pictures of him or possibly some video. So I'm excited to check those last 4 cameras. But it's just good to get down here, check things out. We saw our first scrape of the year, which is awesome. Always gets you fired up to see that. That means we're getting close. I'm gonna start transitioning some cameras, some mock scrapes and stuff like that to try to inventory some of these bucks that we have. So we're gonna keep rolling here and check the rest of these cameras. Hey, it's Bob. It's a buck that we've known ever since we bought the farm. We call him Bob. He's got a bob tail. We've had him all 3 years. It's your buck, Grant.
I got Bob.
You get Bob. First picture is that big framed buck. Very first picture. First picture again. Back to back on both these cameras. So 6:21, I believe he was over there. 6:29, he just cruising through early in the morning.
Those threes are nuts too.
Well, he looks pretty deep down in here. See what he looks like once he sheds. $8:28 on the 19th. He's got to be feeding in these beans. Like that's just after sunset. It's almost like he's coming back in or something. What is that? Look at that thing. Got stuff coming off the back. Got a miniature drop there, or a big drop there. Overall, good quick trip down to the farm, checking things out. That buck I was referring to in the previous interview, the big framed one, he did show up on the final 3 cameras, 1 time on each camera. So good to see he's still around. 2 days was the most recent picture. But it's a buck I don't fully recognize. But Mike and I had a deer on this farm in 2017 that looked a lot like this deer. We called him Boomer. And I'm not fully convinced it's the same deer. If I had to guess, I would say no. But I've shown it to a lot of guys and they've said yes, they do think it's the same deer. So I'll let you guys decide. But either way, cool buck. And right now he seems pretty killable. He's on those cameras every single time I pull him. So hopefully he sticks around there. I think he's full mature from what I've seen, but we'll kind of see how his body fills out in the next month or so. But like I said, it's an exciting time of year. I think next time I'm down here, I'm going to start making mock scrapes and transition all the cameras to that. And I'm really starting to get fired up. So hopefully some new bucks continue to show up and we can start to pattern them.